Friendly fire in the quiet street. He wakes to the sound of boots on gravel. Not his boots. Enemy boots. The soldier jolts upright from his cot, heart hammering, lungs dragging in the stale air of a battlefield that shouldn't exist. His rifle is already in his hands before he remembers picking it up. The world outside his tent screams with gunfire and distant explosions. Orders are shouted. Someone cries for a medic. There's no time to think. He runs. The battlefield unfolds like a nightmare that knows him by name. Enemy soldiers pour from shattered buildings and twisted barricades. He fires, reloads, moves, fires again. Bodies fall. Smoke burns his throat. Somewhere to his left, someone screams a long, broken cry that cuts off in the middle. He keeps moving. That's what soldiers do. Enemy after enemy rises from the haze. The fighting becomes desperate and close, too close. The air smells of iron and burning earth. He feels the impact of something heavy striking his helmet, but the adrenaline carries him forward. Then he hears voices he recognizes. Over here! Through the smoke he sees them, his friends, his battle buddies, men he trained with, laughed with, nearly died with. Their faces are streaked with grime but alive with the same determination burning in his chest. They're pushing toward the enemy command base. Together again. They advance through gunfire like ghosts that refuse to fall. One man covers the flank while another drags the wounded. Someone is shouting coordinates. Another is groaning in agony but still firing. The soldier feels something warm on his hands, slick and thick, but he ignores it. Pain is normal. Blood is normal. War is normal. They breach the compound. Inside is chaos. Commanders scream. Someone moans in pain. Another voice begs for help. The soldier swings his weapon, striking someone in the confusion. A body collapses. Another shape lunges at him. He fights with desperate strength, shouting to his friends to hold the line. Then, a sharp crack, white light. The world folds inward like collapsing paper. Well, he wakes to quiet. No gunfire. No smoke. Only the distant sound of someone shouting his name. The soldier blinks slowly, trying to understand why the sky above him is blue instead of grey, why the ground beneath him is pavement instead of mud. People surround him. Neighbors. Family members. A police officer kneels nearby, speaking calmly into a radio. The soldier's breath shudders as he looks down at his hands. He's clutching objects tightly to his chest. A broken mailbox post. A torn lawn decoration. A shattered garden statue. For a terrible moment, his mind still insists they are his friends, his brothers in arms, that he carried them through the final charge. But they are only pieces of things from the quiet neighborhood street. The officer speaks gently. You're home? You're safe? The soldier slowly releases the fragments from his hands. The battlefield fades. But the screams, the gunfire, the friends he thought he saw, those echoes linger in the silence of the peaceful street, long after everyone realizes the war had only been inside his mind.